You're watching the Touchliner Podcast. Yo guys, welcome back to the Touchliner, Season 2, Episode 48.
48?
Oh my goodness.
That many?
That many. Well, we're going to make it to 50 and then it'll be Season 3.
Season 3 for all 5 of you viewers.
Thank you.
Who have stuck through the first 2 seasons. And it's been a journey.
We're growing.
We've had new co-hosts.
Yes.
We've got rid of shit. Oh. Terrible ball knowledge from him.
Oh.
We know who we're talking about. Hussein. If you were wondering.
He's definitely watching
He's
this.
not watching.
He is. He's our best friend. He's watching.
Okay.
Anyway, we're here to talk about football. Yeah? Football, transfers, and I've got a lot of fun questions today. A lot of things to pick your brain.
That's my favourite thing, actually.
Yes.
Fun questions.
A bit to pick your brain. Your favourite thing in the whole world's fun questions.
You're in your room by yourself.
Saddo. Oh, okay. All right. Let's start with the football. Okay. So, listen. Word on the street. Miguel Almiron. He's on his way to Saudi Arabia in the most legitimate transfer I've ever seen.
I don't think we can call it illegitimate when we have witnessed Chelsea abuse rules consistently over the last 4 transfer windows.
But it is. They're all illegitimate then.
What do you mean?
I mean, we said...
Savio to City?
Yeah, no, I was going to bring that up. And we said that's obviously money laundering.
Yeah, I mean, clearly.
And Almiron for 30 million, firstly, wow.
Yeah.
Secondly...
Champions League scorer.
From your owners to your owners. Literally from their team... From Newcastle, the team in England, to one of their teams in Saudi.
Yeah. I would call it good business.
Yeah.
But, you know, we needed to sell players and, you know, the PSR rules are bullshit anyways. It's not like we're using the money that we're getting from Almiron to buy Mbappe. We're just reinvesting wisely, you know, and yeah, see ya. Thanks for the service. I'll never forget your goal against PSG. One of my greatest moments of my footballing fan life. But hold your shit.
It's time for him to go.
We need an upgrade. That's what we need.
Kubo, right?
Who the fuck's that?
The guy you're about to sign. The
Who?
Asian right wing, Kubo.
Oh, him. Yes. It's not. It's like not even.
No,
done.
But it's a rumor. And what do you? I mean, you don't.
Mate, there's like 5 right wingers that we want.
Go
right
off.
now. Rafinha, fucking.
Rafinha is
Diaby.
not going to happen. Diaby's gone to Saudi.
I know. Yeah, we were looking at all of these.
Kubo makes sense. I like him, but I don't know how he'd be in the Premier League because he's tiny and he's weak.
Yeah. Well, Mitoma's not big or strong.
No, but he's 5'10" at least. Kubo's like my height, I think, or maybe a bit taller. But
yeah.
I don't know. But it's definitely an upgrade in Almiron, which it's not that hard.
I don't know. I can't say I've watched him. Nice to have some new spice into the team. An Asian player. We don't have any other Asian players on our team.
Every team needs one. That's why we haven't won the league. You know, we need an Asian player. As soon as we sign an Asian player, we'll win the league.
Oh, Shinji Kagawa?
Exactly, won the league in his first season.
Yes.
Respect him. And obviously, Almiron's way out. Pictures on social media of Kieran Trippier in front of a Greg's. Newcastle Airport.
Which Greg's?
Newcastle Airport, mate. Right? And he's going on a plane to Saudi Arabia. Oh, wait,
no, he's just going on holiday.
People trying to get clicks.
Yes, jumping to conclusions.
Shock.
Twitter.
Boo.
Dross.
So, I actually think you're going to keep Trippier. I don't think anyone wants him anymore.
I think I think he will go this summer, to be honest. It's pretty much been confirmed at this point that he's going to leave.
I think you want him.
Unless that was what was in place before the Almiron deal started going through. But Almiron, I feel like, was always going to get, offloaded this window.
I think you want to offload him, but I don't think you can. I don't think anyone wants it. Like, Bayern...
I think that's crazy to say that nobody wants Kieran
Okay,
Trippier.
sorry. Let me rephrase. No big clubs want him. Like, Bayern wanted him at one point. In my opinion, that's when you should have cashed in.
Yeah.
Because you're not getting that money nowhere near. Maybe half. I don't think you get double digits, like 10 million plus. So you could. The ideal thing is to sell him, but his wages, are they not 6 figures?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. I'd have to check that. He's not. I think Bruno Guimaraes is our highest paid player, and it's like 125,000. I think.
Trippier wages per week.
We save quite a bit on
120k.
That's
one
I
thing
mean,
as
to
well.
be fair, you know, Champions League. He won the Champions League with.
No, he won the league.
The league, sorry.
Which is good against Real Madrid.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably fair. Looking at the.
Yeah, no, it is, but
looking at like what he was.
Yeah.
2 seasons ago.
It just makes it hard to offload him now because. He's not going to want to take a pay cut. That big of a pay cut.
It's either going to be Turkey or Saudi.
Yeah, I think
that's what the rules are.
I generally think he sees his contract out with you. I don't know how many years he's got left. Yeah,
and then go as a free agent.
Yeah, because who's going to pay the money? Or maybe someone will get.
But then if you go as a free agent, then you're going to be looking for more money next place you go anyways.
No, because
they don't have to pay a sign. They don't have to pay any actual transfer.
The thing is, if he's like, all right, I want to leave right now, that means that someone's got to pay him what he needs to accept an offer. If he's a free agent. If you don't accept an offer, you're jobless.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So it's up to him really. He'd probably sit there and be like, oh, 120k a week, okay. You just sit back, be a leader.
Just sit on the bench.
Be a leader, play in the cups, not a big deal.
That's fair.
But yeah,
he's getting on a bit now as well.
It's true. He is.
You know, he's been around for fucking ages, hasn't he? Kieran Trippier, Tottenham,
Burnley before that. Yeah,
it's been about.
Nah, I don't think he gets another England call up. I think that was it.
I think that was his last chance, to be honest, and
didn't do anything wrong.
Didn't have a bad tournament, but didn't have a good one.
Better tournament than Carl Walker, but Carl Walker got in the team of the tournament. So
yeah, I mean, we already talked about.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's dumb. But anyway, we'll see what happens with him. Moving to United, clearly United shirt. Not much.
That's not a United shirt, my friend.
Yes, it is. You see here, Manchester United.
Looks like it looks like the Inter Milan badge, just black.
It does a little bit. It does a little bit here, but it's Crete. Respect to Crete.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's been mostly a bit of a standstill. We accepted an offer for Wan-Bissaka from West Ham for 30 million, which I think is really good. But he didn't want to go to West Ham. The bum. He wanted to go to Inter Milan.
Oh.
So Inter Milan were like, okay. We'll give you Denzel Dumfries on a swap deal. And I was like, that's not bad.
Yeah.
But my only issue with that is...
He's quite injury prone, isn't he, Dumfries?
He is a bit injury prone and he's too attacking. He's the same as Dalot. The thing with Wan-Bissaka and Dalot is you get the best of both worlds. You've got a guy that's good at attacking and creating. You've got a guy that's good at defending.
Yeah.
Our main right-back target was Mazraoui from Bayern Munich, who wants out. He was meant to go to West Ham. See, there's a little love triangle here.
And that's fallen apart.
It's fallen through.
Yeah.
It's fallen through. So now he's told his agent, listen, mate, United or bust. So it looks like he's coming to United, and Wan-Bissaka might need to reconsider the West Ham offer. And I know he wants to go to Inter, but listen, mate, Premier League football at West Ham, it could be worse, right? And I think he fits in perfectly there. They sit back a lot. They play on the counter. That's where he did best at United under Solskjaer.
Yeah. I can see that. I can see that transfer.
Yeah,
How much do you want for him though?
Their bid was no. Mazraoui is from Bayern, so we will buy.
Oh.
So we'll sell Wan-Bissaka first. It's apparently 25-30 million, and then we'll get Mazraoui for about the same. So I think it's all right.
Yeah.
I like Mazraoui. He's a bit of a mix of Dalot and Wan-Bissaka. He can defend, he can attack, but he's actually really good on the ball. So he's good at passing and progressing play. Not like Trippier. I'm trying to think of someone. I don't think
maybe like a Trent.
A bit, but not as direct.
Defending.
Not as direct. He's more like keeping the ball. He's good at crossing, but yeah, I want him definitely. And it's crazy. We're making moves.
Finally,
it's about time. You know, in our whole friendship, United have never been like this.
It's the same. Same. Like it's good for both of us. You know, both of our clubs are on the up.
Yeah.
And who would have thought? You know, it's
me.
just our world, and you're living in it.
It's true. And United Newcastle title race next year, I heard.
I can hear literally 0 people saying that.
You didn't get Europe, right?
No.
That's actually a positive.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. Can't wait to watch Sandro Tonali play some football.
Yeah, he'll be back.
That boy is good.
He'll be back.
Yeah, it's
betting
really
on
exciting.
himself.
Watching Tonali,
It's like a new
Bruno
signing.
and Joelinton play together, I'm very excited.
It's like a new signing, Tonali, isn't he? He only played
Basically, he played until like the beginning of November or end of October.
Yeah.
Because he had like a couple of games.
Exactly.
Obviously played the first game against Villa and scored on his debut. We've got a thing about people scoring on their debuts, like Barnes scored on his debut,
Yeah.
Gordon scored on his debut, Tonali scored on his debut. Who else? Maybe Isak did, I can't remember.
I can't remember.
But yeah. Bruno scored on his debut.
Yeah.
With a... What was it? It was a... I can't remember what it was. It was like a back heel.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I'll show you after this. But it was a cross came in and the ball came back over and then he like backheeled it.
Okay.
And it against Southampton, and that's when their manager at the time was like, Newcastle shouldn't be allowed to play with players they just signed in January because of some kind of restriction that Southampton were going through at the time or something like that. I can't remember what it was about, but he was saying like we shouldn't be allowed to use these players, and then. Bruno scored against him, and one of our other new signings at that time scored against him.
Unlucky.
Yeah, so you can hold. You're not even at Southampton anymore.
Yes.
Fact man.
Southampton are coming back though.
Yeah. They'll go down straight away.
Yeah, they sold Che Adams though, so advantage Southampton.
Yes.
Che Adams to...
That boy is terrible.
Italy. It's a really weird signing.
Lukaku type signing.
You see, Napoli are going to sell... Osimhen wants out because his stocks have dropped crazy. And
No,
they're
just
gonna...
bring him to Newcastle. I'll take Osimhen.
Oh, yeah, but he was not going to start, is he? Isak's better.
Yeah, but Osimhen can play on the left as well. Give a bit of a different kind of... Oh, actually, not Osimhen. I'd rather have Leao. Leao is good.
Yeah, of course.
But AC Milan are never going to let Leao go.
Nah. But...
Newcastle are this close to getting Tor as well. Teal.
Oh, yeah.
From AC Milan.
Oh,
just
yeah.
ripping them of all their young talent for some reason.
AC
Also looking
Milan.
at their right back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I saw that.
We're looking at loads of it. Like, we're a bit, as fans, a little bit annoyed that we've not done more right now, signing wise. But we've brought in that 19-year-old Serbian guy. Clearly, there's an ideology about bringing in young players.
Yeah.
Which is great. I love that. I love that idea.
No, there's definitely time. It's just, I think it's good there's no Europe this year. I don't think you guys will get as many injuries as well. You haven't had many people play international games over the summer as well. You just got a couple.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
Positive. It's
Yeah,
all right.
no, I think next season could be a big season for us. Definitely, I'd be looking to get another final somewhere in there. And then top 4 would be nice as well. Recreation of Eddie Howe's second season in charge.
Obviously, in 2 episodes' time, we will do the... or 3 episodes' time, we'll do the official Premier League preview.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, for now, just making some predictions. But yeah, I mean, I was going to say Napoli want Lukaku.
That's so weird.
He's played for Roma, Inter, actually, that's it.
Yeah, nice one.
I thought he's played for like more clubs in Italy, but why do they want him? He's crap.
He's good at club level. He's good in the league though. Look how many he banged in like 22 goals or something last season.
He's good in Serie A. That's his kind of level. But Euros, stay on side.
Yeah, he wouldn't survive in the Prem. He had like 3 goals disallowed.
He did all right when he was young, but now he's put on weight.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Yeah. Alvarez wants to leave Manchester City.
Bring him here.
Completely forgot.
Bring him to
Newcastle. No, he wants to go to Spain. He's complaining about the weather apparently. The weather.
I think that's such a sneaky thing to complain about. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, he came through. I can't remember which academy. I think it was Atletico's academy. But if you grow up in the sun and you're Spanish and you'd like.
Oh, if you grow up in the sun. Does he know?
No, but it's also the language. Oh, he came.
Oh, the language.
He came straight from River Plate, so he came straight from Argentina. I don't know.
That's just bullshit. Like, if you can't deal with the weather when you're getting paid as much money as you are.
Yeah, but
how are you not content?
Yeah, but also he's not starting. If he's a starting striker for City, or there's a view for him to be the starting striker, then I think he would stay. But
how many games did he play last season though?
No, he played only when other players are injured, and he's good enough to start for any team in the world. I think.
You think so?
He can play cam, he can play striker, he can play wing. I think he can. I think he's good enough.
Interesting.
He's only 22 or 23.
Yeah,
like he's a kid.
A lot to go.
Exactly, and he's a very good player. If I was like Alvarez, you want him?
Oh, I'd take him. Yeah,
exactly. I'll take him too.
Yeah.
I'll take him too. He's a very good player.
How much would you pay for him?
60. I'd pay
I'd
60.
probably pay about 65, yeah.
Yeah, I'd pay
65 with 5 million add-ons.
Yeah, something like
Make
that.
it 70.
Something like that. Yeah, he's very good. So yeah, I mean, if he wants to leave City, I don't blame him. Why would you want to play second fiddle to? Yes, Haaland's quite good, but I actually think City as a team play better when Alvarez is on the pitch.
Hot take.
But that's just you have to know your worth, know your value, and clearly he does.
Yeah, I mean, if a team in Spain are going to sign him and pay his wages, then because his agent will be loving the fact that he's won the World Cup, won the fucking Champions League, won the treble, you know. So his agent will be fucking milking that. So can a team afford his wages there?
Yeah, his wages aren't that high because he.
No, but they will be because he's going to re-sign a new
No,
contract.
but like even if he wants to it depends how badly he wants to go. I think he'll go 6 figures. I think it'll be 100 maybe.
I mean, he should be earning.
Yeah,
6
but
figures.
like. That's it.
General standard of things.
No, I don't know if he'd go like 90. I think he'd go 100-ish. And then that's fine.
Big difference.
I think that's fine. But yeah, he's on his way out. It's a big loss for City, I think, because Haaland gets injured. To be fair.
Interesting, isn't it, though? You're watching, obviously, you've seen how good Palmer has been for England and Chelsea.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, City letting Palmer go, and now they're letting Alvarez go, and
Edison?
you know, Edison's going to Saudi.
Yeah.
They're gonna send off. Didn't Cancelo just come back from his loan, and then they're gonna send him away?
I thought they sold him.
Did this window?
I can't remember.
I don't remember.
I thought
he was on loan to Bayern or something, and he came back. But
yes,
regardless, you know, that's interesting. There's a lot of offloading going
Barcelona.
there. See. Ah, right. Okay, interesting. There's a lot of offloading going on there.
I wonder why.
Interesting.
Are they preparing for something?
Maybe covering the books a little bit.
Is there a hearing coming up that they have to prepare for?
Possibly.
It's weird.
Possibly.
It's weird.
Oh, and also Bernardo Silva's gone.
Yeah.
Like-
well, he wants to go, but
Yeah.
if they lose Alvarez, I don't think they'll let Silva go. A lot's going on at City.
Yeah,
What are
I
you
mean,
doing?
What's going on over there? And even if it is nothing to do with financial fair play, why are you letting these players go?
It's
Like, if Alvarez wants to go, you let him go. But Palmer? Saka? Tony? Trent? Nah. I mean, like, why would you let Palmer go?
yeah, I don't get
You
it.
know? That, like, I mean, after what we've seen for England and, you know, my hands are in the air. I admit, Palmer's cold.
Finally, he's a mouth breather, but he's bringing attention to mouth breathers around the world. You know?
The chinless bums like him, the ratty individuals.
Yes.
Okay. He is representing all of them, giving them a platform.
Yeah.
You know, they're not just disgusting to look at.
No.
Their football is beautiful to look at.
Yes.
And why would City let that go? You have to think.
I honestly don't know.
And I was proven wrong.
Maybe
he is definitely good enough to start for England.
Oh yeah, I think with whoever the new manager is,
And
he will
do you
have
know what?
a bigger role.
Do you know what? Palmer was better than Bellingham that whole tournament. It wasn't even close.
Holy shit.
It wasn't even close.
Holy shit.
You think Bellingham was better than Palmer?
But I think with his goal alone against Slovakia, yes.
No.
Yes, because if
You know what? You know why that means nothing to me, right?
Yeah, because
Let
if
me
he
say
lost-
yes. No. I'll say clutch. Super clutch.
Yes.
Okay? I have seen Federico Fernandez score 2 goals in the 90th minute.
Oh my god.
And I've seen him.
You're
and
comparing
one of them,
Bellingham to Federico Fernandez.
No, just listen. It's the principle.
Oh.
Listen. One of those was a bicycle kick. That's why it means nothing to me. That's why it
England
means...
were about to have an Iceland-esque exit from the Euros again.
Yeah.
And Bellingham got you back into it, and then Tony came off the bench, did his thing. Great. I mean, he did it for the Bellingham goal too. But if that didn't happen, we would be sitting here like, England are shit. There wouldn't have been a final. We wouldn't have felt that. We wouldn't have had that. What pressure? We wouldn't have had that.
Yeah, very true. But just because that happened earlier on in the tournament doesn't make Palmer's effect in later on in the tournament any more.
He scored in the final, yes. But if you're talking about overall tournament,
And also,
Bellingham had a better tournament.
But when you look at individual performances in the game, you look at the first game that Bellingham played,
Yes.
really good.
Yes, it was.
That was the only time he played really good.
Yes.
The rest of his performances, so against Slovakia, he was not great.
Was it Slovenia?
Slovenia, sorry.
In the groups, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
He was invisible that game.
Yeah.
And then against Denmark, he was bad as well.
It was fine. You were telling me in the third game, I can't remember, it was the Slovenia, you were like, he was fine.
Yeah, he was, but like, I expect these players, the best players in the world, I expect them to be doing more than what he was doing.
Yeah, no,
and that's why I say that, you know, Palmer came on. Without Palmer, we don't make it to the final. Palmer made that goal.
You can say the same with Bellingham.
Would Bellingham play that pass? Would Bellingham be brave enough to play a forward pass like that?
Bellingham literally won England's only game in the group with his header, and he also got you over the line against Slovakia. He's clutch.
I just expected more from him.
Yeah, I mean,
you know? and I expected less from Palmer, and that's why it's coming like this.
You've got to hold them in the same level. They're both really good players. Bellingham did more. Palmer overperformed what you expected, but Bellingham still did more. And he will do more. He will be a more important player to England going forwards.
You think so?
Yeah. I think Palmer's good.
What do we think about this talk that he doesn't get along with people in the camp?
Who cares? Who cares?
The next manager will very much care about that.
If he's not friends with everyone, but you win, who cares?
But we're not gonna win.
But you don't need to be friends with someone to get along with them on the pitch. How many players do we know in the past with great teams where they don't like each other? Mane and Salah hated each other, won the league together.
Opposite sides of the pitch.
No, but then they're in that front three and they play together. They pass. How many times you see them link up? Yeah. It doesn't matter.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying that this is. I have no fucking information about if the squad like Bellingham or not. But from what's being said, he is disliked in the squad outside of Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Yes.
And that's why Trent is now looking to go to Real Madrid.
All they need to do is put up with each other. You haven't got, this whole thing that Southgate has made is great, but then there's also the little bit of thing is where's the fire? You feel like you don't need to be best mates, you just need to get along. Or put up with each other. Know where you are on the pitch. If Palmer, you saw Bellingham tried to help Palmer and Palmer was basically get off me.
Yeah.
Whatever, but if Palmer gets the ball and he's like, I know Bellingham's going to run here, I'm going to play him through because I want England to win. And Bellingham's like, I want the ball from Palmer because I want England to win.
Do you think Bellingham can do that? I think
this is the
player
issue,
that he is, his ego's up here.
Bro, the Hey Jude thing, the Hey Jude advert, his head is...
Yeah, man.
So someone...
I just want to make this clear, I respect everything he's done in the Liga. He is a world-class player. That boy is not as good as people think he is.
No,
he might be an 8 out of 10. People think he's a 10 out of 10. He is quite literally not even close.
He'll get humbled.
And you know what? I can see that we have been baited in at points with the Bellingham thing.
Yes.
We watched that first game and we thought, wow, oh, he's unreal. Next game, where was he? It's not good enough. If you're this world-class player, you have to be showing that in every game. And you can't put it down to the tactics.
I do put it down to that a bit because Kane was also ineffective. You've got a bunch of players in that team that could have... Rice was ineffective. So I'm going to wait for him to play as the new manager if there's an attacking system because Southgate's system didn't get the best out of anyone. The Watkins goal, individual brilliance. Bellingham goal, individual brilliance. The Kane winner against Slovakia was just scramble in the box.
I guess you could say that about this tournament, and I do understand that. But in previous tournaments, it's not been like that.
No, it hasn't.
We watched the perfect Southgate goal against Italy in the final.
Yes.
It couldn't have gone better than that.
Yes.
That was it. When you saw all of those players blasting up the pitch, you just knew that something was coming. And we didn't really see a lot of that this tournament.
You know who was in the build-up to that goal that we forget? Mason Mount was on the pitch.
Yeah, very true.
And Mason Mount didn't play that. He just did his thing. He did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah.
But because the whole team was playing well, no one was like, oh, Mason Mount, useless. No, he just was. He kept the ball. And he was part of the build-up. So I think it's a bit of that you have to apply to Bellingham. If the whole team is playing well, I think we'll see the best of Bellingham. But the whole team's playing crap. He's got moments, and he performed. I don't know if he's world-class, or he will be world-class after this. But I think very, very soon, he's going to get humbled. Whether that be Real Madrid losing in a final and he doesn't perform, whether that be him choking in a very crucial moment, he's going to get a moment. And after that, then we will see.
Yeah.
Is Bellingham going to be the player he's meant to be, or is he going to crumble and become like Dele Alli?
I was literally just about to say, who was better at 21 or at 20 or 19, Bellingham or Dele Alli?
Bellingham.
I mean, the stats don't lie.
They don't, but
Stats don't lie.
Ali
And goals and assists,
No.
less games.
yes, but Ali
They
didn't,
don't lie.
He didn't do anything for England though. That's my argument.
That's true, yeah.
But in the
has
Premier
Bellingham?
League- Yes.
What's he won?
Oh wow.
No,
Yes,
that's
wow.
a mute point, obviously. But still, I think it's fair to look at maybe some talent in the past that we've built up, like Dele Alli, who has now completely fallen off the edge of the world. He's not even playing professional football right now, is he?
Yeah.
Like, where did that guy go? And everyone said this was the new guy. This was the new guy that was going to carry us forward. Where is he?
It's all about.
Where did Blood go?
It
I can't
depends.
see him.
I mean, there's good early signs from Bellingham. The fact that he learned Spanish so quickly, adapting to the Spanish league, is great. But you need to have the mentality. Something needs to change the way he thinks. Because I don't know, he just seems a bit full of himself. From what I
Yeah,
see.
I mean, when he was like, I write, when he was like, I do. It was like, who writes the story?
Oh yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I mean, you scored a good goal, but like, I struggle to see anyone in the squad that is like that.
No one in the squad's like that.
And, you know, you'll always have like outliers who are really good, but how's that going to affect the morale of the rest of the team?
Yeah.
When he goes and says, yeah, I write how well we do. Brilliant. You lost us a final. Thank you for writing that. Thank you, Bellingham. He writes his own story. Blood is illiterate. Can't finish.
We'll see. The World Cup's going to be huge. You got
Yeah, the World Cup will be huge.
2 more seasons, and that's in America. That's with... I can't remember how many teams they decided to do it. I think there are 48 teams in that World Cup.
Yeah, it's over a much longer period of time.
It's a lot bigger, and it's like Canada. Some groups in Canada, some
Mexico.
America, Mexico.
Yeah.
It's going to be good, but it's okay. We're still...
I wonder who's going to come in and how he's going to handle that ego. That's what I think.
We'll see.
Or she, if we were retarded.
We'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see. I have a hot take for the season ahead. Liverpool are going to flop.
Oh.
I
Why would
think...
you say that?
Firstly, right, when you have a bald manager, it needs to be like just a good amount of bald.
Yeah.
This guy's head blinded my eyes. I went on Twitter. It's too shiny.
Yeah.
It's too shiny. It's too round.
Reflected.
He looks like. Have you seen Alice in Wonderland?
No.
Okay. Have you seen Alice in Wonderland? That's the only example. The fat babies that are like guarded.
I do know exactly.
With like the
I've
prison
seen-
outfit.
yes,
Yes,
I've
that's
seen
his
it.
head, right? How can this guy be?
Slut.
How can this guy be shouting at you, saying, "Oh, you missed a chance"? And you're looking at him, and you just see his shiny head.
Blinded by the light.
Exactly. You're blinded by the baldness. How are you going
Yeah.
to take him seriously? But in all seriousness, I think this team, they haven't made any transfers. They've made none. It's the end of July. They've made no moves. The only thing I've heard is, they wanted Euro, but then they were told not to, so they didn't get him. And it's just like, they're linked, but nothing really happens. They still don't have a defensive midfielder. They still haven't
They
improved
need
their
a
defense.
DM. They need to find a right back. They need
centre
a
back.
right winger.
Centre backs.
Yeah, because Salah's...
I still think they need a striker.
I don't think so.
No, because
I don't think so.
Jota's injury prone, and if I'm like, all right, Liverpool, you've got a final tomorrow. Do you want to start Darwin Núñez up front?
Yeah. I think he's better than...
Who?
Hoyland.
At what?
Football?
As a number 9?
No.
Okay.
Just in general, as a forward. He's better. Better forward.
You've seen his touch, yeah?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I've seen Mudrik's terrible touch as well. It's pretty terrible.
So you think Núñez is better than Hoyland?
I think he's a bit... I think Núñez could be a great number 9 for Liverpool. I think he just needs moulding.
Okay.
I also think Gakpo and Núñez can be great bouncers off of each other.
You think Hoyland is worse than Núñez at football? Do you actually think that?
No.
Okay.
No. Just trolling.
No, Núñez has potential, but also he's
can I
not that young.
Can I say, Hoyland, where is this bigging up coming from?
His conversion rate.
He's fucking. He's such a bang average striker.
Where are you getting this from?
What do you think he is?
I think he's a good striker.
I think he's all right.
I think he's good.
I think he's all right.
I think he's
bang
good.
average.
I think he's good.
I think he's better than Wilson. I think he's better than.
Mate, he's 20.
Yeah, I know.
If you'd say Nunes has potential, surely Højlund's got more?
Yeah, but I've seen more from Nunes.
Yes, because he's been around longer.
Yeah, and I can only go off that.
Okay.
Like, what else do you want me to go off of?
Højlund has...
I don't care. You're going to bring up a stat. I don't care about it.
You have a striker
Yes.
that has a conversion rate.
You know...
Every 10 shots, he scores one. Another one, every 2 shots, he scores one.
Do you want to know who else has the best... Who, at one point last season, had the best conversion rate in the world?
Yeah, Wilson.
Callum Wilson.
Yes, okay, fine. But add on to this, Højlund has strength. He can head the ball. He's got 2 feet. You saw it. He scored against you with his right foot. He's got 2 feet. He can dribble.
When?
Against Newcastle last year.
Yeah, I'm asking when.
In May. At Old Trafford.
Did we win?
No, remember that...
Just remind me.
3-2. Who scored? Diallo scored for us. The game where Mainu got the ball in the box, he was played onside and he just froze and then he just passed it into the goal.
I don't remember.
Mainu scored and then you equalised. Lewis Hall scored at the end again, second time at Old Trafford.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch the end of that game.
Okay, well yeah. Anyway, Højlund scored. He brought it onto his right foot. He's as a number 9. He's miles clear of Nunes.
Miles.
Yeah, and Nunes. I've seen him on the left, by the way, and he actually plays better on the left.
But we've said this a million times. Like we've got the modern day number 9 is not a number 9. The modern day number 9 is a wing forward.
No,
look at Jackson. Look at Mudryk. Look at
Jackson.
Jackson is a better winger than he would be a striker.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
But
He's a wing forward.
I disagree. A number 9 is a number 9. Isak's a number 9. Yes, he can.
No, see, Isak was on the left before he was ever a striker.
Hold on. Do you know who else did that? I'm not going to say they're the same level, by the way, before you gas yourself up. Thierry Henry was originally a left winger, and he moved to be a number 9.
I didn't make those comparisons.
Right?
True, George did.
I didn't make a comparison, but I'm just saying that just because you started on the wing doesn't mean you're a wing forward forever. If I talk to you about Henry, are you going to say, oh, he's a left winger? Or if we talk about, oh, let's put him in a team, are you going to put him on the left? No. You're putting him up front.
It depends. If it's my all-time Premier League XI, I'm not putting him up front.
Okay, yeah, that's because you're trying to jam everyone in. But if you're like Henry, best position, up front, just because he started on the wing doesn't mean you're going to be a winger forever.
No.
Isak's a number 9. Right? And
I actually would disagree. I don't think he's an out-and-out number 9.
I think he is.
I think he is a great mix of both.
Okay, that's fine. Van Nistelrooy was in the early 2000s the ultimate number 9, but he could drift wide. He could do this. He could dribble. So is he also a wing forward? I just think that a good number 9 can play with the ball anywhere. So if it's on the wing, if it's in the middle, if I ask you to go wide and play a pass through to someone, or if I ask you to go through the middle, get your head on something, that's a good number 9. I don't think we should box them up into you're a wing forward, you're this, you're that. Isak can do both. Great. He's a fantastic number 9.
But Højlund can't do that. Højlund could never sit on the left.
No, Højlund can't, but that's one thing he needs to learn. That's why he's a kid. I think he has a lot of potential, but he needs to learn when he's to go wide.
This is the thing, but I know we're straying off a little bit off topic, but that is not an easy thing to do, to teach a number 9 how to play on the wing. That's not easy.
No, I don't want him to play on the wing. It's just when you need to know when to go into the channel to make space for the midfielders, maybe. Which I think Van Nistelrooy is our coach now. If he can't teach him, no one can teach him. Because this guy was a great manager. He won cups as a manager. Now he's our assistant coach. I think it's exciting. There's a lot of potential. But back to the original point, I don't think Nunes is good enough to lead Liverpool. He might be good. He might be fine. I know he scored twice against you last season. But how many times did he hit the post? How many times did he miss sitters?
Yeah.
If you want to be...
You're looking at it in one season, though. We've all seen players come in, have slow starts their first 2 seasons.
Yes, and he could improve, but he just seems really rash. If he comes in and he looks completely different, fine. But for me, even if he is fit, even if Jota's fit, you want someone else because Jota's injury prone. Because if Jota's injured and then you just have Nunes, that's crap.
It's not just Nunes though, it's Gakpo as well.
Gakpo's more on the left though. He actually plays on the left.
Gakpo can play on the left for Netherlands, but he's not the best number 9 in the world. But he gives you, he can go into the middle and left.
I guess so.
And you'd rather have Gakpo on the left than have Nunes on the left.
Yes, true. But if I'm a Liverpool fan and I look at that team, you need a defense. It's aging, right? You need a defensive midfield. Endo's not the answer.
Endo can't play
and
DM.
I still think you need a couple of enforcements up front, and nothing
Yeah.
has happened. All of these boxes need to be ticked.
You have to think though, like, as a manager coming into a new club, is the first thing you want to do what Ten Hag did and just bring in who he wants to bring in?
No.
Because I think the best thing for Slot to do now would be sign one player that you know can make the biggest impact for your team, like a DM or a right back. One of those two, I think, is their most important, right? Sign one of those and then play out the season. Understand that as your first season, you're not going to win the league.
No,
it's
you're
not going to
not
happen.
going to win the
Slot.
league, but you need European football to attract players. And for Liverpool, they'll want Champions
that's
League.
fine. Let's think about next season. Who do you think is going to get Europe? Because I do not see Chelsea getting Europe. I don't see Tottenham getting Europe. I can very easily see Arsenal, Liverpool, City, and then it can be a fight between Villa, United, Newcastle,
Tottenham.
No, I don't think Tottenham will.
Oh, really?
I think Ange has great potential to be a really good coach, but I just don't see it with Tottenham.
Okay.
But prove me wrong. I do like you, Ange. I want you to do well.
Yeah, he's all right. Nah, for me, Ten Hag signings in his first season were good because Anthony in his first season was not bad. It's just the second season when everything fell apart.
But
he
just because they play well on their first season doesn't make them a good signing.
No, but what happened is he made the foundation, and in the second season, he was not allowed to build on it at all. The only thing was he wanted Kane, and they said no. We wanted another midfielder. They said no. We got Mason Mount.
You should be happy you didn't get Kane though.
I don't know.
I mean, looking back on it now, that you much rather have knowing what we know now and looking at how Højlund did perform in the Premier League. What, 15 goals?
In all comps, in the Premier League it was 10.
Yeah, for a first season, you absolutely cannot complain about that.
No,
and we said that before.
Yeah.
You know, Kane's aging. He's slowing down. He fits into a great system in Bayern where he doesn't really have to do too much running. The team flows around him going back and forward and he can ping and pass and do whatever he wants to. He can just do whatever he wants. But at United, I don't think it would work. I think there's too many egos in that team. You've got your Rashford, you've got your Bruno Fernandes. I just don't see it, you know. I think that looking back on it, Højlund was the better signing.
I think he wanted both. And the issue was with Højlund is the negotiation was crap. If we had Ineos, we wouldn't have paid 70 million for him. And I think with Kane as well was crap. And we have to remember, he wanted De Jong. He actually didn't want Casemiro.
Yeah.
Casemiro was second choice. We wanted more control. We didn't want 30-year-old... I mean, he did great in his first season.
He had a great first season.
But we didn't want a 30-year-old aging...
Kebab man
yeah. He can't really build play. He's very much inshallah. Inshallah you get this ball.
Literally.
So yeah, I mean, now we're finally getting his signing. And actually, it's not even him. He said that a lot of the power has gone to Ashworth.
As it should.
Yeah, no, as it should.
As it
so,
should.
50-50 on Ten Hag signings. But go back to the Liverpool point. I think he should be allowed to give his targets. You give it to the director of football, you explain why, and he will make the last decision. That's how it works.
And you don't want to bring in too many new faces in your first season.
No, you don't.
That's why I think give the sporting director, give him a list of right backs and a list of DMs, and you just fucking pick which one you think we can afford and would be best for our system, and we'll take him. Bring in one player or maybe two players max. Don't upset the squad too much.
I think 3. I think they could do 3.
Maybe if they maybe brought in a young player to be a bench warmer.
Yeah, because they're not rubbish. I just think they need some shoring up because now you're back in the Champions League. You need the depth. That's my point. Yeah. But I just don't think they'll get top 4, and I think it's not gonna be a great season. Maybe they'll be expecting it because it's a new change and everything. But let's see.
I also think that. I also don't think that they'll be making it into the top 4 next season.
You just said they would.
No, as in if I'm picking it, I could see them pushing for it.
Okay.
But if I'm to pick my top 4 next season, I think I'm always going to go City, Arsenal, probably United is going to be 4th place. Maybe Villa could be in there. Probably Newcastle.
No, I think Villa peter out
I mean,
now.
I can't. What are they doing over selling?
Diaby. To be fair, Diaby didn't start for them, and that funded their Onana signing, and the Onana signing was quite good.
It is a good signing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's weird because I'm sure Diaby turned Saudi away to go to Villa, and now he's going to Saudi. It's just.
I mean, I think he's clearly still wants to go, and Villa were like 60 mil, really, for this guy that didn't do much last year. Okay.
Yeah, his finishing's terrible as well. You know, it's like nowadays as a winger, your right foot and your left foot when you're cutting in is so important.
Yes.
And you know, you see like your Anthony Gordon's doing it, like he's really good at that. And if you've not got that, you're kind of useless.
Yes.
As a winger.
No, it's true.
To be in the modern day, I think.
No, it's true.
You're kind of useless if you can't shoot.
Yeah, you do. You need to have that in your locker nowadays. But anyway, enough about current football and transfers, etc., etc. I've got just some general topics. I mean, they are football related, but you know, just some fun ones.
Talk to me.
So, been a lot of fights in pre-season lately.
Oh.
Lot of howlers. What's been your favourite fight so far?
My favourite fight of pre-season?
Yeah, what so far?
A fight.
There's been.
I did see the Chelsea one, Colwill.
Wrexham player.
Big stiff idiot.
Interesting.
Respect Ryan Reynolds. Deadpool 3.
Good film.
Go and watch it.
Iron Man dies.
I was just about to say that. I literally swear to God.
What his words?
I meant interesting.
Same wavelength.
Of course. Yes. I'd probably pick that one. I don't know anymore.
There was one more. Didn't you? Wasn't it in the Newcastle game or something?
No.
Oh, there was one more with the Premier League team. Anyway, they were just fighting each other. Some guy punched another one. Oh, the West Brom. West Brom against Mallorca.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. You know what? I don't know if they were in Mallorca, but if they were, maybe he was just still drunk from the night before.
No, I think this is not like the like football association there will not give a fuck.
No,
about
but
a punch.
this is the thing in friendlies. I think players have realised I can't really get punished if I fight someone. So they're just like, yeah, fuck you. And just punch them in the face. I think it's quite funny.
Yeah. Oh, Darwin Núñez with the worst punch I've ever seen in my life to that Colombian fan.
Oh, yeah.
That guy can't fight, okay? Like,
oh, no.
Please, okay? Just stick to the football. Do you know what I mean? Like,
try and score.
You definitely need to score first and then start doing all the showboat and acting big. Okay?
Yeah. I think it was something to do with his family. But yeah, do you see that Colombian fan was a priest?
That's weird. Fucking South American football is weird.
Bro, it's so funny. I'd love to go to a South American game, but I'd genuinely worry for my well-being if I went.
Yeah.
It'd be quite bad. But I can just say I am one of you. I am Hispanic. Yeah, man.
That's not offensive. At all.
No, it's not. No. All right. Okay. Who is the greatest English player ever? Now, I mean in general. Now, I've seen a lot of discourse on this.
2 players spring to my mind straight away.
Who are they?
Rooney. Wayne Rooney definitely is up there as. Honestly, it's probably Wayne Rooney.
Yes.
If I were to give, it's probably Wayne Rooney.
Yes.
The second best. The silence is deafening.
Who is it?
He wears black and white.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Pressure? What pressure? Pressure's for tyres.
Alan Shearer.
I mean, yeah.
I'd say he's one of the best strikers England have ever had.
I think when you look back at football, because we didn't live through the days of watching Shearer.
Yeah.
You know, I never got to watch it.
Yeah.
You will have watched Rooney at the sort of middle to end of his career.
To end,
You know, looking back, you don't see the context of games because you're not watching the games. You're just looking at the highlights. So when you look back, goals and assists are really the only thing that matter. and no one does that better than Alan Shearer. No one scores better than Alan Shearer. And you know, if you had a alien invasion, they came down, they said, you can pick one football player from history, one English football player from history to take a shot in front of a goalkeeper to save your life and save the planet, I would pick prime Alan Shearer to score that penalty.
No, he was very good. He was very clinical. And he was good for England when he played,
Yeah.
and he was good, obviously, for Newcastle, even though he didn't win anything, lol.
Yeah.
He still won the league at Blackburn. Good choice, but I've got someone else.
Matt Le Tissier? I hate how everyone says how good Matt Le Tissier was. Like,
No, but he was.
he was insane, yeah.
But he's a dick.
Screamer after screamer after screamer. Is he a dick? I don't know.
Oh, I think he said something like, oh, it's weird that it was sunny last year and this year it's not. The government controlling the weather. And he says it like dead ass.
Well, I love the UAE. Just want to make that clear. But they're doing something with the weather over there.
No, they do that. They openly did it. But the only thing is the last one that
Cloud
happened.
seeding.
The last one that happened, which totaled my parents' car.
Oh, yes.
They said it wasn't them. It was like,
Oh, wasn't us. It was act of God, therefore you can't claim it back from insurance. That's obviously what it is. They obviously did that. They obviously made it rain.
Yeah.
If you don't know, in some countries, they have a scientific method called cloud seeding. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Where practically they pump stuff into the atmosphere to into the sky to force it to rain
Yeah.
and force clouds and force moisture to, fall, and then you get rain. Okay, that could easily be happening in the UK, and you just don't know about it because we know it happens in the UAE.
I don't think it's needed here.
No, it's obviously needed in the UAE because
Yes.
it's such a dry
Yes.
state. But it's not the craziest theory. I've heard Joey Barton say way worse.
No, Letitia said more things than that. And Letitia is very, reform. Like, the things his views, they're quite bad. So it's tarnished his reputation a bit, but he's a good footballer.
Yeah.
Which you can't take away from him.
So-
Joey Barton was mid. At best.
I mean,
At
he played for
best.
Newcastle.
At
He was
best.
pretty average when he was
Yeah.
with us. Oh, scored twice against Arsenal in the 4-2 comeback, 4-4 comeback. Hold.
Leon Best scored twice. No, Leon Best scored twice. No, Leon Best scored one.
Yeah.
And Tio
Joey
scored
Barton scored 2 penalties.
penalties, yeah.
And then
Leon Best.
the final man, R.I.P.
RIP, to be fair.
R.I.P. Tiote. Check Tiote. The
So,
man, the myth. Only scored 1 goal for Newcastle in his whole career.
was that it?
And that was it.
That's mental.
Yeah.
Respect. But anyway, my...
Tell me,
My,
who's the
so
player?
I had two. So obviously Wayne Rooney's one, but the other one for me...
Oh, hold on.
Who do you think
Hold
it is?
on.
Who do you think it is?
Does he have a different type of hair colour?
Yes.
You really think that Paul Scholes is one of the best things?
Don't ask me.
Oh.
Ask Pep Guardiola.
Oh.
So Ferdinand was like, Lampard, Gerrard, or Scholes. And he went, do you say Scholes? I pick him. He's a genius on the pitch. And he's cited at La Masia, so the Barcelona academy, as one of the players that you should aspire to be like.
Really?
Yeah, because what he did is very not English, how he played football, because it was very keep the ball, do this, and he was nonchalant. He was Busquets before Busquets, but with also long passing range and long shots. And in his prime, he played in the number 10, so he scored like 20 goals in a season. And then when he got older, he sat back, played in the 8, ping, ping, ping. He's just unreal. And everyone looked, and Henri said it as well, he's like, when we played United, we just had to stop Scholes and we'd win.
Really?
Yeah. And that's why I think he's the best. But Sven-Goran Eriksson put him on the wing, so he never did anything for
Yeah.
England, which is so stupid in my opinion.
I can see it. He definitely doesn't get the respect he deserves.
No.
I can't say I can disagree or agree. I haven't.
You didn't watch
I
him.
haven't got enough information.
He retired when you started watching properly. I saw him at Old Trafford in my first game and he was unreal.
Yeah.
He was like 36 and he's still pinging it about. I was
Yeah.
like, fairs.
Gifted.
Yeah.
Gifted by God.
Yeah.
Just not gifted with good hair.
Or
clearly.
height. He's like 5'7" and
Yeah.
like chubby, but unreal player.
The
Unreal.
Luke Shaw before Luke Shaw.
Literally.
Chubby players.
Exactly, except he didn't even have a beard. He just looked like, I don't know, a ruffian.
Yeah, he did look proper Salford. didn't
Oh
he?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Where was he from?
Oldham, which is just
Shithole?
north. Yeah, proper shithole.
Mm.
Right, so I had team, but we've gone on a bit, so I'm going to go with... Give me 3 Barclays, Prime Barclays players from Newcastle. If I were like, you have to tell your kids about 3 Barclays players.
When we say Barclays, though, we mean like...
From...
We're talking like 2005 to like 2015?
Yes. That period, yes.
Oh...
3.
Obviously, one comes to mind straight away.
Go on.
Johan Cabaye.
Yeah, I mean, we both saw that compilation on TikTok.
Yep. Prime Johan Cabaye. I cannot believe he went to France.
Yeah, he probably
It
got
must have.
homesick.
Yeah, he must have just. I mean.
He went PSG though, didn't he? That's why.
Yeah, but can I just say, literally like less than an hour on the plane.
No, but it's the language as well and the culture. Newcastle. Imagine being in France and you come to Newcastle.
Do you not remember how
integrated.
Newcastle just used to fucking sign French players only?
Yeah, for like
It's so
1 or
weird,
2
because we
years.
just had like this one guy who lived in France who was a scout, and he would just fucking scout all around. It was fucking stupid.
That worked really well, didn't it?
Emmanuel Riviere.
Nice. Thauvin?
I will say Johan Cabaye, Prime Barclays. Hatton Ben Arfa. Not made the biggest impact for Newcastle, but as a fan favourite, and when we say Prime Barclays, we're thinking about the way it made you feel when you watched them.
Okay.
You know?
Ben Arfa. Okay.
A third one. I can only go off of my lifetime. A player that I loved at Newcastle who was underrated, I think, and has had a great career is Tim Krul. I think Tim Krul has been was a great keeper in his day. Broke the record for most saves in one game at the time against Tottenham. 30-something saves.
What?
In one game. It was
No, the record is like 18 or something.
No. Check it. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure he broke it against Tottenham.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah. Just like no nonsense keeper, was great shot stopper.
14.
That's what it was. Yeah.
But it's still good.
Yeah. And yeah.
Oh, it's joint with De Gea, 14, in the Arsenal game.
You're just living in our world.
Oh, this is our world, to be fair. I think you've forgotten someone. The Prime Barclay, the ultimate Newcastle player, who was there the whole time.
Okay, let me think. What, from 5 to 15?
Pretty much. I think he left maybe in 13 or 14, I'm not sure, but he was there. He played there.
Oh, so, I mean, I guess you could say like Pape Cisse and Demba Ba as well.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Actually, it has to be Pape Cisse.
Yeah, it has to be Pape
Cisse, because obviously Demba Ba was great for Chelsea.
More
than he was great for Newcastle.
Pape Cisse, when he just came in January and just
just tore up the
that
league.
goal at Stamford Bridge, we tried to boot it.
Yeah, he literally just tried to. I think he was just like, I'm just kicking it into the box.
That's what he
somewhere.
said. No,
just
he said
trying to cross it.
He said he was aiming for Rosette.
Really?
Yeah, he just booted it, and that's what happened.
Jesus.
He just
picked
luck
by God. Literally.
And then you got fifth.
Yeah, we got fifth with Alan Pardew.
And they gave him a 5-year contract.
Oh, that worked out well.
Nice. You're forgetting Shola Amiobi. He is because he's a Newcastle legend.
Yes, he is.
He played with Shearer.
Yeah.
And then he also played with Riviere.
Yeah. Respect Shola Amiobi. You know.
Yeah.
Geordie, through and through.
Mm-hmm.
Is a representative of the club today.
Yeah.
Still does a lot of marketing and stuff like that for the club.
Exactly.
Yeah. I totally respect Shola. Just never watched him a lot, to be honest.
He was more injured at the end.
Yeah.
He was a bit useless.
Yeah. And his brother was shit.
Yeah, Sammy Amiobi was rubbish.
Shit.
Sammy Amiobi was so rubbish.
Okay, what are you saying?
Alright, United. It's so easy. I could easily just go Giggs, Scholes, Rooney, but I'm going to go for some obscure ones.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with Prime. I want to say Berbatov.
I was
wanna
looking
say-
the camera because I knew you were going to
I
say
want to
Berbatov.
say Berbatov. I do. I'm going to say Berbatov just because of that one season where he got top scorer and like 75% of his goals were scored in like 4 games. Like he scored 5 goals and he got 3 hat tricks.
Jesus.
And then he just didn't score in the rest of the games.
Really?
Yeah, like it was so mad.
But that's the ultimate purple patch.
Oh,
Jesus
bro,
Christ.
yeah. When he scored 5 goals against Blackburn, I was like, this guy's the best player in the world.
Yeah.
I'd say him. I wanted to say Hernandez, but
Hernandez.
Javier Hernandez, you know.
Januzaj?
Yeah.
Do you remember when I sent Josh a TikTok and it was like players who were never treated right, and it was Januzaj?
Bro, he did. He was just so bad that year.
Yeah.
And he was like decent, and we were like, oh, he's the future.
Yeah.
Clearly, he's not. He's still in Spain though, having a good career, so good for him. And obviously scored against England in the World Cup 2018. Yeah.
True.
I'll say them too. If you go like 2006, 7, 8, back Barclays, United players, Nani.
Oh,
Nani. I'm
yes.
going for Nani.
I remember the keepy ups.
Yeah, Nani.
Yeah,
Nani
throwback.
was, and he used to frustrate me so much because he'd have one game where he'd just 0 out of 10, but the next game he'd score from 30 yards, and I'd be like,
Really?
yeah, bro. But I hated watching him because I'm like, I don't know what you're gonna do. I don't know if you're gonna beat this guy, rainbow flick it over his head, or if you're gonna fall over and lose the ball for a goal kick.
If you could bring, I suppose we'll make this the final question because we have been going on for a while.
I was literally gonna ask the question you're about to ask. Go ahead.
If you could pick one signing from your club's history to bring back to modern day, holy shit, that's insane. Okay, so.
Any player right now.
Okay, I'm gonna say try and stay away from club legends.
They're staying away from club legends, so what do you mean? You just want like...
I mean, like, stay away from, like, Rooney and, like,
Okay,
Giggs
okay.
and
A
Scholes.
player that could change this team right now.
Yeah. That you would maybe say is, like, not at that level, world class, but, like, who could really help your team this year.
Carlos Tevez.
Respect Carlos Tevez, to be fair.
Him, Rooney, and Ronaldo were different.
Yeah.
And I think, he was great at City, but at United, he won everything.
Yeah.
Didn't win everything at City. So yeah, I'd say Tevez. Him up front as an option. Jesus Christ. Yeah. You?
Ooh. I mean, Newcastle are another club who have, an extensive list of quite high-level club legends.
Yeah.
If I were to bring a player in, I'm going to hit you with a big curveball. Maybe didn't have the greatest career at Newcastle, but was a great player in his day.
Yeah.
And I'd love to see him play for Newcastle. My second option was going to be bring back ASM, because every Newcastle fan, as much as he irritated us, ASM was like gold dust for us.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring back Martins. Bethany Martins.
Jesus Christ, that's really obscure.
Yes, I told you, obscure. I just want him up front and have Gordon on the left. Maybe you get a right winger this summer.
Right.
And Martins can also play on the right as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
if you stick him on the right hand side, Isak, Gordon, and Martins, I like that. I just wanted to go obscure. I just remember this one insane goal that he scored on his left foot. It was ridiculous. Top left corner from outside the box. Put his boot through it.
Yeah. Nah, easy.
Prime Barclays goal. You just don't see those anymore.
That's a proper FIFA legend, cult legend.
Yeah.
I have a quick one for you though.
And then we'll really end it off.
Okay. Favorite FIFA game. I know your answer.
You already know
FIFA
it.
14.
FIFA 14.
Favorite card. Because I saw something about FIFA cards today, and I was like,
Ooh,
I literally saw the
favorite FIFA card of all time. I mean, there could only be one answer.
Yeah.
The man up front.
Who?
Ibarbo.
Yeah, I was gonna say mine's Ibarbo too. Mine's Ibarbo.
Ibarbo was different.
Bro, it was him. He was him.
Do you know what it was though? In FIFA 20, I think Rodrigo.
Yeah, Rodrigo
was just
was fire
broken.
As
well. What else?
FIFA 15, you had the Doumbia, Javinho.
Oh,
Ibarbo,
Doumbia, yeah, Javinho.
And then Guarin behind them.
Ew, gross. Who else? So many good cards to think about.
Muriel was good.
Muriel was good, yeah. He was a silver.
Yeah.
The old Neymar card, the 84 rated Neymar. That was insane. I mean, I only had it. I had him, and then I gave my account details online, and I got hacked.
For what? For free coins?
Free coins. Yeah.
I swear you did that more than once as well.
Yeah. No, I was a really stupid kid. To be
You
honest.
were stupid.
Oh, interesting. Anyways.
Leave everyone with one FIFA song.
Oh. I'll get you
Dreaming
one
Small Pools. That's mine. Hold.
up. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I wasn't going to pick that. I'm going to play it for you.
Copyright.
Give it. Copyright.
It will censor it. The AI goes over it.
Loving every minute cause you make me feel so alive. That for me is ultimate vibes. That song is ultimate. When I close my eyes, I'm back in Northumberland. I'm in a cottage in the middle of nowhere. I'm on my Xbox. I'm playing FIFA 14 against this fucking retard.
Losing because I was so much better than you.
Oh, he made me a team and I destroyed him for the rest of the second half of FIFA 14?
15.
15?
I can hold.
Anyways.
Thanks for watching / listening, guys. Please like, comment, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Please do.
We'll be back next week, hopefully when our teams have signed
If you're-
54 more players.
If you're lucky.
Yes. And we'll catch you in the next one in a bit. Peace.